Hello! So as you can see from the title of this video, today I will be telling you my personal experience on applying for the airline Emirates, and I will also be sharing a few tips that I learned in my journey that might hopefully help you with your own journey in the application for Emirates. Now, before I start, I do just want to say I have talked about my application process for other airlines that I applied for, namely PAL and Cebu Pacific Airlines. So if you would like to check that out, please do. I do talk about certain things that I don't think I will be talking about in this video, because I will be focusing more on the very specific things that Emirates requires. Yeah, so let's get to it. The number one thing you might be wondering is, how do I apply for Emirates? Now, Emirates is a really big conglomerate, and there are a lot of different ways that you can find an opening for Emirates. You can see them on ads, you can see them on websites, and you can see them on their own official website as well. And I personally found an opening through their official website, and I applied there actually a couple times before applying for a local company that works kind of like as a middleman for Emirates and the applicants for the airline. So just to kind of put it into perspective, as again I have applied for a few different airlines up until this point, PAL I would say is more exclusive in their openings, because the only way that I actually applied there was through my aunt, but I am aware that they also post on pages like LinkedIn and whatnot. Cebu Pacific is, I think, kind of the same, but I think it's because it's like more local. They are looking for less applicants, whereas Emirates, because it is a really big conglomerate, they are looking for a lot of different types of people, and they are open and they have a lot more openings for a lot of different people. So that's why their ways of communicating that they're looking for openings is a lot more accessible and a lot easier. So that's the main difference, I would say, for applying for Emirates. So the next thing that you should probably think about if you're applying for Emirates is what to wear. They are very particular about the appearance of their applicants. I would say, in comparison to the other airlines that I've applied at, they are a lot stricter. Again, I worked with like a local company to kind of help with the application process, so they're very particular about the length of the skirt. It should be below the knee, because they are based in UAE, which is a Muslim country, and they are also very particular about where the parting of your hair is, and even the shade of your lipstick. So you should definitely be mindful of all these things. They want you to be in top pristine order, and also, in my own experience, they would like a more kind of sultry look of the makeup. I was given the tip that I should maybe have a little bit of like a liner situation. This one is a little too much, I think, but you should really kind of give a more smoky vibe, you know, like just a little. I wouldn't go to an Emirates application with this kind of makeup, but something akin to this, maybe a little bit more subtle. But yeah, these were tips, insider tips, that I personally found out from my application process. Also, yes, investing in a good, well-fitting business attire clothes will really help your chances. And also, with regards to the business attire, I remember they really prefer it to just be all black, so don't try and kind of stand out by using or like wearing business attire that's kind of like colorful. I find that the best way and the best thing that they're really looking for is for like uniformity and maybe even conformity, you know, just like the normal basic, you know, business kind corporate. Yeah, I feel like that's really what they're looking for. They're looking for someone that will blend in rather than, you know, stick out, which there's nothing really wrong with like shining. Yeah, they specifically say in their description that they're looking for someone with like a shining personality, but I think in general they do want, you know, just the normal clean cut type of look, you know. So yeah, definitely don't wear any of these colors. Just be simple and pristine. Yeah. So another thing that you might want to look into when you're applying for Emirates is your curriculum vitae, your CV, your resume. I would definitely say the simpler the better. You know, I used to have a CV that was bright and colorful, but I found that the CV that worked for me, that got me the farthest along the application process, was just a very simple black and white, busy, and I did try to highlight all of the parts of my resume that I think would be good for the role, especially my customer service. So I would definitely say that you should do the same and prioritize those roles, or maybe like highlight them in your CV. You will also be required to send a photograph of your face, a passport size photograph of your face, and a whole body shot. So I had to go to a professional photographer and get my photo taken. The size of my photo, my whole body photo, was like the normal A5? No, not A5. R5. No, not R5. AR. Just, I don't even know. Hold on. I have it here. Hold on. I'm of the generation of photographs, but also I grew up with the digital, you know? Like, this is the size of the photograph that I gave against my face, you know? That's me. And yeah, like a passport size photograph of myself. So yeah, this was their requirement, and so I definitely highly suggest that you invest in getting good photographs so that you can really up your chances when you are applying for Emirates. Now I will just basically talk about my experience when I finally did get to the assessment day. So again, I was working with like a middleman company, and they were really helping all of the applicants to get their best shot at the job, you know? And so you would have to apply to that company, and then if they kind of were good with you, then you could apply again, or they will invite you to the actual Emirates event. So in that initial interview with the company, one of the tips that was given to me was to actually lose weight, because apparently according to Emirates standards, to the standards of Emirates, the company, I was overweight, and I personally struggled a lot with that information. I was really baffled, and well, I was quite disheartened, because I've had really quite an unhealthy relationship with myself and with my body and with how I look. So to receive that kind of information, being the size that I am actually, when she weighed me, I was 169.5 centimeters and 65 kilograms. And if you actually check it on the BMI, it's normal, but she urged me, or she kind of encouraged me to lose like 5 kilos of weight to be in the standard of Emirates. And I really struggled with that, because I tried to lose weight. I already live like a really healthy lifestyle. I make sure to eat right, and I make sure to exercise. It was a struggle for me, and then I eventually just decided, you know what, if my weight is going to be a problem for this airline, I don't think I want to be with an airline that I have to like cut myself in half just to get in, and I'd have to sustain that, and I don't think that's healthy. So I eventually stopped kind of that extreme diet that I put myself in just to lose weight really quickly, because I only had like 2 weeks to lose weight. So yeah, then after that I was still of course invited to the second round, where I would actually be, you know, part of the official Emirates interview day. When the interviewers came, they were so nice and they were so beautiful. There were 2 of them. There was a blonde girl, and then there was like a dark-haired girl like myself, and they were both really beautiful, and it was really incredible. Like, just seeing them was like, oh my gosh, wow. I felt like they were celebrities. They were so pretty. And basically I only made it to the first round. After that I didn't make the second round because there were apparently 3 rounds and I didn't make the first round. But that's okay. Basically what happened was, I can't really tell you the exact thing that happened because it is confidential, but basically you kind of just have to answer their question, and you do give an introduction, and then from there they kind of give an assessment of whether or not you're fit in the group. We were given numbers. I was number 1, and I was like I was kind of shocked because I was number 1, and the assessment lady, she said that she would call out only the numbers that would stay. So she literally went, I was number 1, right? She literally went 2, 3, 4. I was like, what the heck? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I think. And I was like, oh my gosh. And yeah, so I'm not crying. My eyes itchy. But yeah, I was like shocked. But then I realized, based on who she was calling all of the people that had a lot of experience in customer service, and my experience in customer service was more on taking calls rather than face to face. So I think that was really where I went not necessarily wrong, but that was like what didn't make me advance into the next round. So yeah, after that, yeah, I just went to the mall and then I ate lasagna, and I was like, it's okay, I could try again. If anything, if there's something that you want to take away from this video, it's really kind of beef up your curriculum vitae. Get the 1+ year. I think they're not just looking for 1 year, they're looking for 1+ years of customer experience. And also they are looking for, I think, yeah, tall girls. You have to be at least 160 cm as a lady, and 170 cm if you're a man. So yeah, you do have to pass that reach test. And yeah, what else? I think that's about it. Don't be disheartened, I would say. I really felt good the day that I applied, so I don't feel bitter at all. I might try applying again. I don't know. I'm kind of like, I don't know, for me personally, I feel like if I don't get in the first time, I think there's a reason, and I think it's maybe just like a redirection to like another job. So I don't know if I'll apply again, but actually, out of all of the experiences that I had with applying to airlines, this was actually the most enjoyable, albeit being basically called overweight. Not basically, being called overweight, that was not a very good experience. But yeah, so other than that, yeah, that was my experience. And so if you have any questions for me that you would like for me to answer, especially if you are situated in the Philippines, I would be more than happy to answer that for you. And just leave a comment for me and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. So that's all. Thank you so much for watching, and good luck on your application. Bye bye.